on the Unearthed Detecting TV YouTube channel with cleaning of ancient artifacts. Now you can see in the vise I have got a Roman artifact, which is a steelyard weight arm. Some of you might have seen this. It's got grooves on the other side, notches, where the Romans weighed and measured different items such as salt. We're going to use a couple of different tools here. It's still got quite a bit of mud ingrained on it, as you can see there. So we're just going to remove this. It's not going to touch the patina because it's mud. So that's why we're using like a fibre pen here. Just going to get rid of all this debris off before we seal the artifact. If you are watching from anywhere in the UK and indeed the world, say hi. We've got people jumping on already. This is a random live. I've not advertised it as being live because I'm testing the live streams to see if we need to plug them on social media or people just jump on it regardless. As you can see, I'm removing this mud now, these stains. And the reason why I'm doing that, well, there's two reasons, is I want to get it off and I want to start protecting this before it starts getting a little bit of bronze disease. Good evening to Darren. Good evening to Jackie from Blue Custody Techs. Jim, Bo, good evening to you. Andrew Allen as well. And Rain as well. There's a lot of people on tonight actually jumped on watching this interesting. Now, some of you might be able to hear me better now, actually. Just let me zoom in a bit. Can you see that okay, guys, from your end? If it's a little bit... Melanie, can you? Can you see it okay? All right, okay. So what we're going to do now is just use this brush just to gently, very, very gentle. Because we find these artifacts, don't we? And what you end up doing is sometimes rubbing them a little bit. That's really doing the job. Now, you might see some artifacts in a minute looming around in the background. And I did a little video, long form video for YouTube, which will be uploaded in a couple of weeks. And it was very much work in progress. The artifact is a Roman steelyard weight arm. You can see the holes here. That hole there at the top would have been where the chain came up onto a hook. And these holes here would have had chains with weights on the hooks on the bottom with whatever they were weighing. And then this end here would have had the weight on to balance it. So it's a balance, steelyard weight arm balance. Where did I get that brush from? These are the part of the new brushes, Mel. Yeah, in the pack I took one out for myself. It's a part of a 6-brush package. All different types of artifacts and coin brushes. So as you can see, that mud's gently coming off. Just gently. And what we're going to do, you see this patina here? You can see where it's chipped away over the years. We're going to build that patina back up. And the way we build it back up is using this stuff here. It's the green today. The brown, which is that one, is not going to be used much at all on tonight's session, even though I used it a lot earlier. If you are watching from anywhere, guys, give me a like on YouTube. It just gives us that opportunity to be more visible, I guess. Very difficult to gauge how these live streams go. Sometimes they're very popular and there's hundreds and hundreds of people watching. But of course, this time of day, people are travelling home having the tea, and the last thing they want to do is watch this YouTube channel, I guess. So that's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to clean 3 artifacts this evening, and I'll show you just how effective this stuff is. Right, I'm going to use the other end of that pen because it's just a little bit finer. That's the way. That's the way. Just get rid of that horrible mud and staining. Wire brush. The wire wool brush is amazing. Not the refills, Andrew, but they do last a hell of a long time. We can probably get them, but to be fair, a pack of 6 brushes, including this one for $19.99 is pretty cheap anyway, because they last for ages. I mean, this is a double-ended one as well. This is just gentle enough to not make any difference to any adverse effect on the artifact, I guess is the right word I'm looking for. We're just going to use this fibre one now around this end, because there's a lot of debris stuck in these holes. I mean, what story could this tell? What did these chains have on? You know, what did they weigh? Absolutely amazing. We're going to take this out of the vise now. And just, because it's a bent artifact, it's extremely difficult to, as you can see now, we're onto the notches. Yeah, absolutely, Andrew. Yeah, absolutely. Do you know what? I'm the world's worst for neglecting artifacts at the moment, because I'm that busy and that tied up with different things. I get that involved with different things. I find a lot of artifacts, hundreds of artifacts that need attention. So this winter, you know exactly what I'm going to be doing, I guess. So there you go. That's clamped in the vise. We're going to move that round. Rain, you've just donated 99p for Christmas. It's got some Christmas trees. That's very, very, very kind of you. Because here at Unearthed, we are moving over to content creating more than anything else now. Even though Facebook doesn't do a great deal of anything for us, really, it just gives us a little bit of a platform. Even though that's the biggest driver, biggest follower group. We really do need to start kicking out YouTube more, because it's neglected a bit. My fault, of course. Right, so there we go. We've removed quite a lot of that now. What I'm going to use is this. As you can see, and we're going to be using this now, the patina wax. This builds up the patina over the months. I'll just keep doing it, just a little bit, not a lot. I've even got one of Tinker's hairs in there, so we're just gonna do it nice and gently, no rush. And it's all about protecting the artifact. Now, the reason why we protect the artifact, because when they start drying out, bronze disease can kick in, and we don't really want to start losing the condition of the artifact. You know, it's been kept in the ground for such a long time and relatively stable, but as soon as you bring it out to the elements, they can start going pretty quick. And this does need attention on the arm underneath where the patina was going. So as you can see, it's gone a little bit darker. However, that darker colour, that darker green colour, means it's protected. And I'm just gonna, Merry Christmas to you too, Rain. I'm just sorry, I'm not keeping up with the now this is the one that needs attention. As you can see, if I can just get this in the vise. Yeah, she's trapped nicely in the vise now. She's not going to go anywhere. As you can see, I'll point to it with a pen. You can see where the patina's built up here, but it's come off there over the centuries. So we're just going to sort of gently protect that area. Thanks very much for tuning in, guys. It's always nice to see people, new faces, and new people, new names. If you are watching from anywhere, give us a shout where you're from. It'd be interesting to see where you're watching from. UK, Europe, America and beyond. We have lots of people from Canada and Australia, America, and of course, good old United Kingdom. There we go. So as you can see, it's gone darker. I'm going to get it around this end. And that's the end there. As you can see here is where the weight would have gone. A little loop on the weight and hung over and then drawn up and down those notches to get the weight. Don't know about you, but it's been unusually warm. It is actually warm. Me and Melanie mentioned it before. I took the dogs for a walk earlier and it was hot. Is hot the right word? Yeah, we'll come back hot. I took my hat off and my jacket off. It was that warm. Yet 2 or 3 days ago, it was -5. The crazy temperature shifts of the UK, I guess. Crazy. Extreme, isn't it? You know, one day it's -5 and it's up to 10 degrees the next day. It's crazy. Right, so that's that done there. It's not quite Christmas, but it'll soon be Christmas. Great cleaning here. You and Mel doing any cooking for Christmas? Melanie is the best cook on the planet. Deb Johnson, good to hear from you and good to see you. Hope you're well. Yeah, mad UK weather. She agrees. It is mad. Right, we're going to take this out now. And somehow, just see if we can... no, we can't. We cannot do it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Right, I'm going to hold it. I don't want to really hold it, but I'm going to hold it. There's still a lot of debris on this end. So we're just going to pick it off with a fibre pen. Not going to do any damage whatsoever. Yeah, well, this Sunday is the Team Unearthed dig. And we haven't had one for ages because of the weather and everything else. But it's going to be cold but clear, so... the last chance saloon for us to get out probably. There's only going to be one more dig I think this year. That might be over Christmas if we can get out and about. Right, just going to give that a wipe. Coming off, guys, as you can see. And there's the notches, look. So what I'm going to do now is just get the... oh yeah, that's better. Look at that. Beautiful. All them dry spots. And it's protected. That's the thing. You see, it's protected from any potential rot. Look at that, mate. Massive difference, that. Is that my hand shaking because I'm on a nerve? Maybe it is, or it's my age. You know what? I don't care. Really, right. So I'm going to put that to one side, let that dry. We're going to come back to it though to pick these little bits off. And I've got other artifacts to clean. Now I'm going to turn this 360 vise round. Just open it up a touch. Drop that little figure of 8 buckle in. Probably from the Tudor times. Late medieval Tudor. Full, I have to say, full of mud. Now, I don't know if any of you guys keep your buckles and things. I quite like buckles. I'm not really keen on buttons, but I quite like buckles. This won't need a huge amount of cleaning, or it shouldn't do. We're just going to use this brush because it is actually full of mud and ancient dirt stuck to it. I can see that as I'm cleaning it. It's all coming off into the bottom of the tray below, and I just emptied the tray out. Okay. So that's now going to turn over into the vise. Give it a little bit of a screw up. Oh no, you're not quite. It is there. It's dropped in. Yeah, I do like buckles. I prefer them with the pins in, but I guess with the pins missing, that's probably why it's been lost in the first place. Quite a lot watching from different places. If you are watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It's free of charge. Subscribing to this channel is free. Just press the subscribe button and you'll see a lot more content like this. People do seem to enjoy watching artifacts and coins being cleaned. We're not going to touch coins today. The next time we are live doing this sort of work will be with some Roman coins and a couple of really interesting medieval jettons as well that need attention. So that buckle now is getting the mud out of it, gently coming back to life, but it's really ingrained. Yeah, if you are watching from anywhere in the world, give us a subscribe. You'll enjoy this channel. It's unlike any other. We do things a little bit different here at Unearthed, which all adds to the flavour of me enjoying doing it. I guess if I didn't enjoy doing it, I wouldn't be on here. Yeah, it's really warm. I haven't even lit the fire tonight. I like to see the before and after cleaning. Yeah, no, I agree. Jax. Now, I'm just thinking, I'm going to actually now, I'm going to go for the, brown on this. As you can see, the brown, honestly, it's really good stuff, this wax. I really enjoy using it. Just a little bit of the brown stuff on, just to protect this little buckle. What I'm going to do with this buckle, when it's nice and dry and stable, I'm going to give it to the landowner, because the landowner where I found it loves buckles and buttons and artifacts. He keeps hold of them, you see. Which is only right, isn't it? It's his land that I found it on, so he's entitled to it in that respect. So that's coming up quite nice. Yeah, it's a Cumbrian find as well, which is good. It's not all about finding stuff down in Lincolnshire and Norfolk and other places and Suffolk. It's just as nice to find them at home on your home turf. Something I don't do enough, really, but that will change next year, hopefully. I do keep promising I'm going to do myself more detecting, but life always seems to get in the way. 24/7 running a business is not easy, not in this climate. Niche climate. Right, so that buckle now is looking a hell of a lot better than it was. As you can see, it was before and after. Yeah, we just had leather through it, a little pin, probably a little iron pin across here. But they do them in all sizes. There's a little bit more dryness on that, and I'm going to come back to that later. Let me just show you what I was up to earlier, folks. I was cleaning this. We'll zoom in on this one, if we can. We probably can just move that around a little bit. Yeah, we can. Now, that's that key I was talking about earlier on Facebook a couple of days ago that I found near a 12th century abbey. It was in pretty bad shape, in so much as patches of corrosion on it. And the jury's still out whether it is an original medieval key or a copy, because in the 1960s they did copies. However, with this being found in the vicinity of a 12th century abbey, it was on the fields surrounding it. I guess that it is the original thing. Now, my old joints. I was sat watching the football. I went to see the football last night at Anfield at Liverpool, and I'm still aching from sitting cramped up on a seat all night. If you look at that, there's a cross, just a faint cross. Can you see that? Yes, you can. That tells me it could be original, because I think the ones that were given in magazines were nothing like that. They were just copies of these. And you can see some faint decoration here. She was in pretty poor condition until I managed to wax her up earlier. And she still does need to be a little bit more attention in places. You can see this end. It's a lot better than it was, even though it's not perfect. Still a bit dry. And it is actually still a little bit of corrosion knocking around, especially in this part here. Just on that part there. It's a nice find, Jim. Yeah, and you, Rain. Yeah, it is. It's nice. It's a lovely little, beautiful little key. Now, that was quite a rewarding job. This one wasn't. This is the medieval sword pommel. Quite a rare find. Big heavy lump of bronze. That was the top of the sword. And then we had the handle here. And then we had the rest of the sword going downwards. Now, this is obviously broken there. Whoever had the sword lost it. But as you can see, this green here is a little bit of bronze disease coming through. And it's got patches of it coming through. But it's also got patches of mud stuck to it, ingrained. So you've got to be really careful. And this takes ages to get off. This is probably a couple of hours work. Easily a couple of hours work. Just gently cleaning this stained mud off. So this is work in progress. As you can see, it's got debris stuck to it here. It probably been a little bit of damage or miscasting going on. But it's a really rare, well, it's the second medieval sword pommel I've ever found. You just don't find them. But you won't like to get clonked on the head by it. Medieval key, you'll get a key, Jim. I'm sure you will in the future, my friend. You know, in the future, you never know, mate. You might be able to join us down at Suffolk Sandlands at Butley at some point, and you'll definitely get a key down there. I've seen quite a few lovely medieval keys come up in that area. They probably used it as a weapon. I agree. Absolutely. Imagine being clunked with that, can't you? So we've got, yeah, we're just getting, as you can see, it's work in progress. It's coming off. It is coming off, but it's difficult. It's going to take a lot of work and time and effort to get that right. Anyway, there you go. That's another one. Now, the last one I did earlier was this, as I called it, the twisted piece of metal. This is a big Iron Age brooch. Look at the size of it, with the pin broken there. But that was in pretty bad shape. As you can see, it's still got quite a lot of iron staining going on. He says, knocking the camera. So that iron staining does still need to come off at some point. But again, clamping this in the vise isn't easy. And you've just got to work at getting the staining off a little bit like this. I can see it coming off already. If you are watching from anywhere in the world, guys, say hi. Don't be shy. You're in good company. Say where you are from. It'd be good to know where you're watching from, actually. Are you watching from anywhere else other than the UK? That would be interesting. I got nearly the same with its spring. That's interesting, Mr. DT. Yeah, they're a lovely find, aren't they? I've clamped that in the vise now, so I can actually work on this area. Because where its catch plate is, where the pin dropped and secured at the bottom of the brooch, there's a lot of iron staining and debris stuck. And this was in fairly poor shape. There was a big patch of bronze disease on it earlier. But like everything, we're doing a good job now. It's not going to get bronze disease anymore. As you can see, there's big chunks of, I don't know if you can see this debris coming off, look. Just coming off nicely. What is the purpose of this tool? The tool I'm using is just gently cleaning the debris off an ancient brooch, Andrew. Hi from Sacramento. Lovely to hear from you. So as you can see, I'm just getting the staining off this 2,000-year-old brooch, which did look like a twisted piece of metal when I found it, I have to say. There's a little bit of staining there. A little bit on that side at the top, but it's coming off. You can just see it coming off. But again, that's another couple of hours work, believe it or not. If you want to get these artifacts right, then it's a couple of hours work. The last one I'm going to touch on very quickly, guys. No, you've got, anyone tell me what this is? Some of you detectorists out there having your tea would be watching this and thinking, oh, I know what that is. What is it? Now, the reason why I'm cleaning this, why do you think I'm cleaning it, guys? It's just clampering. Are you going to get clamped in? Yeah, there you go. Perfect. On my bucket list, it is a beehive thimble. Yes, it is, from a medieval site. The reason why I'm cleaning this one is because the patina on it is already dark green, which is great, but there's a little patch there, as you can see, of bronze disease. Let me just get that off there. So we're just going to gently brush away the debris from the end of that. Yeah, there's little bits of mud and all sorts coming out of that. Just in that dint. The artifact was fairly stable, but again, we're going to have to put the wax on it to make sure she's protected. Right, here we go. There's enough still left on that sponge. As you can see, we just keep dabbing it. Still a little bit there, a little bit of that horrible green colour, but we build up the patina with the wax over time. It'll be fine. We found in the Netherlands a great place untouched with great finds from Celtic to Roman. We found 3 gold status and 2 solidus and many other coins. That's amazing. What an amazing place. I have friends in Holland, Rob. who I detected with earlier this year. He was from Holland. He found some nice things. And Henrik. I like the Dutch detectorists. I tell you what I do like, the Dutch football fans at PSV Eindhoven last night against Liverpool, where I was watching live from the stadium, in the stadium. Their fans, PSV fans, were absolutely incredible. Right, so, unlike our football team, yeah, there's just a little bit of debris going on in there. It's fascinating to think it's been on a medieval finger. Hi, I've subbed. That's very kind of you. Is it Alicia? Yes, it is. Very kind. I am from Germany, but Netherlands is not far from my home. No, I guess it isn't. No. And you can nip across the border and detect, I guess. Very kind of you, Alicia. So that thimble is ancient. I mean, this is probably 700 year old. And it has been on someone's finger, which is amazing. Like Darren said, it's just incredible. We've been blessed with the opportunity in our time on this planet to actually keep hold of these artifacts and look after them. Only as temporary custodians, though, remember. We're only ever, we can't take them to our grave, can we? So, it's we're only trying to do our best for them, because these are going to outlive everybody. So, hopefully. So, as you can see, the patina on that's beautiful. Ignore my cuts on my fingers, folks. The detectorist's hands are seldom clean. I'm going to go in there with it. Look at that. Just to get inside. It's forming the shape of the thimble, which is great. But that's doing a good job. Look at that. I can dry that off now with a bit of cloth. That's the beauty of this wax. It lasts forever. Oh, it's amazing. The link with the past, metal detecting wise, is absolutely incredible, isn't it? The things we find are incredible. So there you go. There's I'm just going to put the top on that wax there. As you can see, folks, we've done quite a lot of decent cleaning, quite a decent job of cleaning these artifacts. What I do now is I leave them dry here overnight, just to let them dry in, just let the patina wax dry in. That one, the brown wax, is going to have to dry in. See the difference in the colours? What's the best thing I've found? Oh, it's very difficult, very, very difficult to say. I found that many without sounding patronising to anybody, because it does come across sometimes when you telling people about what you found. You say, oh, listen to him bragging. But I have literally been detecting since I was a child, so I've been lucky enough to find a lot of really beautiful coins and artifacts. So, I have lists of endless fantastic discoveries. Roman gold, Saxon gold, medieval gold, Bronze Age gold. I mean, if we're talking gold, it's gold's up there with the best. But rare coins, rare Saxon coins, Roman coins, medieval coins, right through the ages. Lots of fantastic artifacts as well. Bronze Age artifacts, Celtic artifacts. So yeah, the list goes on, and I've actually got a really nice find going through the Treasure Act at the moment, which is going to be hitting the headlines rather soon, I think, because it's the smallest discovery I've ever made, treasure-wise, but it's probably one of the most historically important. A brilliant live. Thanks for... Yeah, see you Sunday. Yes, we are going to... Let me think. We are going to detect on a farm that we've been on before, but new fields for the last time, Sunday. So there you go. I've always wanted to metal detect. Well, now's your time. There's no time like the present, Alicia. I would suggest that you try it and give it a go, because it's a wonderful hobby. It gets rather addictive as well. So as you can see there, we've done quite a lot of artifacts. We've got the Bronze Age brooch here. Sorry, the Iron Age brooch. Oh, 3D printing's brilliant. This has probably been made by a 3D printer, this 360 coin vise that we sell, because we get these off the supplier, you see. That's the one that's going to take the attention. Still work in progress. The buckle's okay. She's drying out nicely and getting the wax embedded. And of course, the wonderful Roman steelyard weight arm with the notches. Now, I thought I could see, we can see the notches up there. I thought I could see some more decoration the other day, but it must have been my eyes. Andrew, that's very kind of you. Very kind of you and Alicia to if you are, like I said earlier, if you are watching for the first time this YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe to the channel because it's free of charge. We are, and you'll see more content like this as well. Thanks, Rain. I'm very, we're glad that we've got you alongside us, Rain, because you're a great supporter of this channel. You're all wonderful people. Right, there you go, folks. I'm going to go and get a cup of tea. Possibly. Let me just see if I can get that off there. Jimbo Dig has donated. Let me just put a heart on that one. That's very kind of you, Jim. You shouldn't have, you shouldn't do that. It's very kind of you to do. I'm going on a video watching missing on your channel when I finish live. That's very kind. Let me just see. A silver phallus from a Roman necklace is a good find. Yes, it is. Very good find. Shower food and a beer for me in a minute. I don't blame you. Why not? Why not? There you go, folks. That is another great find. We're going to be back next week. We're going to be live on here on this channel on Sunday. At some point on Sunday from 10 o'clock in the morning till 3 in the afternoon, 4 in the afternoon. We're going to be live at some point on this channel, live from the field. So the artifacts and coins that come out by the detectorists, the Team Unearthed gang, we're going to show you live shots of them coming out of the ground, hopefully. So stay tuned for Sunday's live stream. It should be rather interesting. Okay, my friends, I'm going to leave you to it. It's wonderful to see you all. Thank you very much for tuning in this evening. And I guess I'll catch up with you next time. Bye for now.